Okay, inflation goes down. Expected 3.1, ended up with 2.8 in Canada. So CPI, good news. Is it? What's it mean? What does it actually mean? Because, if you're buying a steak or actually beef went down apparently, but if you're buying some chicken, if you're buying some food, if you're going to a restaurant, it's still bad news. But here's the thing. It just means the pace of increase is going down. Yeah, the prices are still way, way too high. Okay. So when everybody says, wait a minute, you're crazy. The prices are still high. Yes, they are. It's the rate of increase that's coming down. All right. Good news, bad news. What's it really mean? It does continue to prove the Bank of Canada will cut rates someday. Now, will it be April? No. Will it be June? Doubt it. Could it be July? Maybe. Most important thing is that soft inflation report, soft CPI, Consumer Price Index report, indicates cuts come someday. Now, I'm not going to break down every little tiny thing that happened inside the inflation report. Yeah, well, tell us about core inflation, Ron. Tell us about trim. Tell us about medium. Tell us about... Oh, my jumping Jehoshaphat. No, not going to do that. All right? That's for others. I try to think of the story behind the numbers, not the numbers themselves. So what's the actual story? The actual story is the Canadian economy continues to get crappier. That's it. That's the story. Because I laughed at one of these big changes. Oh, cellular goes way down. Now, we know we have some of the highest telecom prices in the world, maybe the whole damn world. We have the highest priced cellular, highest priced Wi-Fi, highest priced everything. So it's coming down. Why is it coming down? Because people are trying to find a way to reduce it. Because when times are good, when people are making money, when the economy's strong, oh my God, the cellular is expensive, but I got other things I got to do. I'm busy. Okay, forget about it. When times are lousy, you look at every little way to cut the expenses, to reduce cost. So you find a way to get your cellular costs down. So there's a few other examples, but look, one of the things to understand is that as inflation comes down, it's an indication that this 2 years of absolute mayhem. And by the way, when everybody says, oh, you're so wrong, inflation's been much, much worse in the past. Yeah, but we're coming off a decade of practically zero interest, of like 1%, 0.75, 0.25. Super, super low Bank of Canada rates. And then the fastest, steepest increase. No, you're wrong. It was 18% before. Okay, shut up. Fastest, steepest increase. When it went, it took like 2 years to go from 14 to 18. This took 2 years to go from 0.25 to 5. That's the fastest, steepest increase in history. So it's starting to have true and meaningful effect on our economy. We're sort of blindsided by the fact we've brought in millions and millions of people in the last couple of years. That tends to push up your GDP, your gross domestic product, even though the per capita gross domestic product has just been garbage for a year and a half. So fact is, this rapid increase in rates after 2 full years is having the impact it's supposed to have. More layoffs, worse employment scenario. Hey, I know. Oh, employment's not so bad. But let's, everybody who's just driving Uber, Lyft, skip the dishes, all those sort of gig economy jobs, all those sort of part-time jobs, we're losing jobs in Ontario and Quebec in good income, well-paid full-time jobs. We're losing those jobs. That's a fact. Supposedly offset by some gig work and part-time. Let's just sum it up. The economy is getting worse. That means the Bank of Canada has done its job with its policy of very high interest rates. That's the whole story behind high interest rates. And again, very high compared with effectively zero. It is very high. 5% versus 0.25% is very high. A big, big difference, okay? So what's going to happen? Eventually the cuts come. Not in April, unlikely in June, maybe July. The cuts come someday. I know people get angry about this. I know I get all kinds of commentaries. There's going to be all kinds of commentaries. No, you're wrong. Rates are going up. No, you're wrong. No. Let me tell you, so a study by some Martian that said this was going to go this way. WEF, blah, blah, blah. Look, I make life easy for everybody. Eventually, there's cuts. This year, there's some cuts. We don't know when, but there's some cuts. Barring some unmanageably crazy event, there's cuts. So, what should we think about? Seriously, plan for it, hope for it, because people who are renewing it need it. People renewing their mortgage need it. But also, for all you folks out there, and I know it's a small minority, but it's people. There's people who want to yell about, no, we need to crash this economy, get these house prices way down. That's the only way people are going to have a chance at owning a home. The price is going to come off 50%. We got to really have lots of unemployment. If you wish for bad things to happen in an economy, always remember, it could be a lot worse result for you personally and the people you know and the people you love, okay? Like everybody who wants a crash, just calm down, okay? I've been through crash. I've been through bad recessions. I'm old. Nobody wants a bad recession. You might think you do, but you don't.